Welcome to the deep dive. Look, we're facing this growing wave of cyber attacks, right? Hitting critical industries, manufacturing, energy.
Yeah, the potential for disruption is massive, and financial gain for the attackers, too. It's serious stuff.
Absolutely. So securing those industrial control systems, the OT environments, it's not just about business, it's about safety, keeping things running.
Exactly. The threat landscape is shifting constantly, so you need security that can keep up.
Which brings us to IEC 62443. That's a key framework here. Today, we want to focus specifically on, well, securing the network infrastructure, the switches, the firewalls.
The nuts and bolts of the industrial network.
Yeah. And the big question is, how much weight do you put on getting that IEC 6244342 compliant gear versus, really doubling down on network monitoring and just keeping everything updated?
That's the core challenge, really. Where do you put your resources to get the best security bang for your buck without getting totally overwhelmed?
Okay, so let's demystify 6244342 first. What is it, basically?
Think of it as a set of technical security requirements specifically for the components, the devices themselves, in industrial automation.
Yeah.
So yeah, very relevant for firewalls, routers, switches.
And it has those different security levels, SL1 to SL4.
Right, it's not one size fits all. SL2 is often seen as a good baseline target for many industries. You mentioned Mox's secure routers. They've hit that SL2 certification.
And underlying it are 7 foundational requirements, things like access control, system integrity.
Identification, use control, integrity, data confidentiality, restricting data flow, timely response to events, and resource availability. Basically covering the core security bases.
So compliant hardware is designed with all that baked in from the start.
That's the idea. Security isn't bolted on later, it's part of the development DNA.
What's the real advantage, then, of going for this compliant hardware?
Well, the big plus is enhanced component-level security. System integrators. They're increasingly asking for it because it helps them meet those fundamental needs. Solid account management, strong authentication, data integrity, keeping data confidential.
It sort of gives you a head start on security posture, like building on a stronger foundation.
Exactly. It contributes to that defense in-depth strategy everyone's talking about, especially important with all the IoT devices connecting now. Some devices even have things like secure boot built in.
Provides some reassurance for the asset owners, I guess.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
But, it's not without its challenges.
Right. What are the hurdles to actually using 6244342?
Well, technically, it can be complex, especially if you don't have deep cybersecurity expertise in-house. And then there are the resources, time, people, money. That can be tough, particularly for smaller companies.
And I imagine integrating shiny new secure devices with older legacy systems is tricky.
Oh, absolutely. Those legacy systems just weren't built for this. Plus, finding people with the right industrial cybersecurity skills is still a challenge, and the standard itself is pretty dense. You also have to consider, potential downtime during implementation.
Okay, so compliant hardware is good, foundational, but not a magic bullet. Which leads us to network monitoring. How vital is that?
I'd say indispensable. Monitoring lets you be proactive. You spot issues before they become big problems. You can detect anomalies like, say, a DDoS attack, starting, and ultimately reduce downtime.
So even with certified gear, you still need eyes on the network traffic itself.
Definitely. You need visibility across the whole infrastructure, including maybe hybrid cloud setups. And it helps optimize costs, too, by seeing how resources are used and preventing outages.
Makes sense. And compliance reporting, I suppose.
Yeah, it's crucial for that. Plus, you get real-time insight into your OT traffic. We're seeing more AI and machine learning being used now to baseline normal behavior and spot deviations really fast.
It feels like monitoring bridges some gaps, giving you that real-time picture and helping you respond quickly if something does happen.
Precisely. Great for remote locations, too, and can even feed into predictive maintenance. Network discovery is another part, finding all your assets, including maybe devices you didn't even know were connected.
Unmanaged devices, yeah, scary thought. And you need OT-specific tools for this, right? Things that understand industrial protocols.
You do. Deep packet inspection for protocols like Modbus or Profane is key. Generic IT tools often miss the nuances.
Okay, hardware, monitoring. What about just keeping things up to date? Firmware patching, maintenance. Seems basic, but...
Basic, but critical. Patching fixes known vulnerabilities. It's non-negotiable in this threat landscape, especially with zero-trust approaches becoming more common. Unpatched systems, particularly legacy ones, are just sitting ducks.
It's like leaving your front door unlocked.
Pretty much.
Right.
Regular maintenance keeps everything running smoothly, securely, efficiently. Optimizing settings, applying those patches. Especially the firewall, that's your main barrier.
And updates often bring new features or better performance too, right? For switches and things.
Often, yes. So proactive maintenance isn't just about preventing breaches, it's about optimal operation. It reduces your attack surface and ensures you have the latest security features the vendor has released.
So we've got these three pillars: compliant hardware, monitoring, patching, maintenance. How do you balance the investment? Can't be easy.
It's definitely a balancing act. Compliant hardware. Strong foundation, but higher upfront cost usually. Monitoring. Real-time visibility works regardless of hardware compliance. Patching. Addresses known flaws, even in compliant gear.
So it's not really an either.
Rarely.
Yeah.
The best bet is usually a layered approach combining all three.
Yeah.
But the right balance depends entirely on your specific situation.
Meaning?
Your risk tolerance, how critical the operation is, budget, what infrastructure you already have. For instance, if budget's tight, maybe prioritize really good monitoring and basic, consistent patching first. Plan hardware upgrades later.
Okay. And for something super critical?
Critical infrastructure. You'd likely lean heavily on compliant hardware from the start, but absolutely complemented by robust monitoring and trick patching. Lots of legacy gear. Focus hard on monitoring, segmenting the network, and patching what you can.
New projects.
New deployments. Build in compliant hardware, monitoring, and patching right from day one. It really boils down to a risk-based approach to spending your security budget.
So wrapping up, securing these industrial networks isn't about finding one perfect solution. It's about juggling investment in secure devices, keeping a constant watch with monitoring, and staying diligent with updates and maintenance.
Absolutely. And what's interesting is how these elements work together. They create a synergy, a security posture stronger than any single part on its own.
A layered strategy tailored to your specific needs is the way to go.
Which leads to a crucial question for you listening. When you think about your own organization's unique risks and most vital assets, what's the very first step you'll take now to reevaluate your industrial cybersecurity investment strategy?